So let's get on with the tutorial, guys. All right, so here I am in Illustrator. I'm gonna do is go to File and click on New, and for usually my eSport stuff, I choose 1920 by 1080 as the dimensions. All right, the color mode you can set it to CMYK. It actually doesn't matter. Go ahead and click on OK, and we're gonna get a huge big canvas. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go create a black layer. So I'm gonna go and just set the stroke to nothing, and this I want to set it to black, maybe not a complete black, a little bit less black, so almost black. And I'm gonna go click on this rectangular tool, and I'm gonna go create a box. All right, and that's what we have. And now if you want to get those snappy things on, as you can see right here, all you have to do is click on Window, View, and click on Smart Guide and Snap to Point, and that should do. Alright, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click on this button over here, which is going to lock it, so I can't make any changes. So if I have to make something on my own, I need to go and click on this, and this is going to create a new layer. Right, so with the new layer, I'm going to go and get my text tool, as you can see over here, and I'm going to type in, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to type, but I'm going to type in, let's say, custom text. I have no idea. So, and then I'm going to go and scale this up, hold down Shift, Control, and Alt, and that's going to scale it out evenly. And I'm going to go ahead and place it in the center. I'm obviously going to choose a different font because this sucks to the core. Let's try something cool and simple. Yeah, I think Moonshiner looks good. Maybe a little thicker font because we're going to be adding a little bit of stroke and things like that. Okay, so I'm going with Evagria. It's a pretty common font that everybody uses. Right, so once we have this, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and select the text layer again, select all the letters, and then I'm going to go ahead and change this color to a different color. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to white for now. I'm going to change it later. Alright, so I have this custom text FBA, and to give it a little bit more effect, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go ahead and just put custom, and actually let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and just type in eSport. That should do better. And then I'm going to go select all the 4 letters that we have over here, and I'm going to go ahead and just bring down the size of this, so it kind of looks like this, looking more better. And then I want to move this up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the character panel over here, and I'm going to click on this, set the baseline shift, and just increase that up so it kind of sits in the center of both the text. You see, something like that. That's looking so good, guys. All right, and then I'm gonna go and just hold down Shift, Control, and Alt, and scale it up pretty big, so we have something that's pretty big. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and click on Object and choose Expand. Now what Expand is going to do is it's going to make sure that you can't edit your text anymore. So you want to make sure that your lettering, your font, text, letters, everything is perfect before you can go ahead and edit it. So for me this is perfect now, and I'm going to go click on OK, and now it's going to create I can select individually all these letters and do whatever I want. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to Object, Transform, and let's see, oops, sorry, we want to go to Object, not quite sure, Type, View, Effect, Distort, and you want to choose Free Distort, and that's going to bring up this distortion box. Now what you can do is you can distort your text any way you want it to, literally any way. So I can go ahead and move this like so. Okay, I'm going to click on Reset, whatever it is, you can move it like that, you can move it like this, make it look crazy. For now I'm going to go ahead and just move this slightly inside like so, giving it a kind of a bird's eye view effect, and I'll click on OK. It's going to give me something like this, right? So now as you can see over here, the letters are actually straight, the path is actually straight, but the letters are actually giving a different view, and that's going to create a lot of problems if you want to distort it further. So what you want to do is you want to go to Object and choose Expand Appearance, and that's going to expand the path to the look of, it's going to expand it to the appearance of the text that we have over here, right? That's looking much better. Now let's go and go to Object, Effect, Warp, and I'm going to choose Arc Lower, and I'm going to go, where's Arc? This options over here, and I'm going to go ahead and set it to horizontal. It's horizontal selected, horizontal, and we want to go ahead and just reduce down the bend to a negative side. So you see, so you kind of see what kind of effect we're getting. So you want to bring it up pretty much how much we can, like so, and then probably 12, maybe 10. Click on OK, and I'm going to go to object and choose expand appearance again, and now we're going to have a look like this. Once we have this, we're going to go to effect, I'm sorry, where is that? Warp, and you want to choose arc upper now this time. And this time you don't want to give it such a big dip, so maybe you can set it to probably just 5 or maybe 4, I'm not quite sure. And click on OK, and we're going to go to object and choose expand appearance again. And wow, this is looking so good. So now we can go ahead and color up this cool dude. So usually mascot logos, they have 2 layers of color which give them the cool look. So let me just show you how I do that. So let's just go ahead and increase it a little bit more, okay? And now with this text selected, I'm going to go to object, path, and click on offset path. Now if I click on preview, you see it kind of offsets the entire text that we have over here. But before we do that, we want to go and choose Ctrl C and Ctrl F. What that does is it's going to copy it and paste it exactly on the text. So if I move this up, you see we have 2 copies. That's cool. That's cool. And now on the top one, I'm going to go to object, path, offset path, and I'm going to click on preview, and that's going to give us this extra bevel. But I want it to be on the inside, so I'm going to go and choose the offset to -10, and we see we have this nice inner bevel, and we'll click on OK, and now we have 2 paths. One is this, and the other one is the outside path. You guys might not see the difference, but let me just show you the difference. Right, so if I select this one, and I'm going to come over here and click on this gradient tool, and I'm going to drop in a gradient. Now, as you can see, it's dropping a gradient on each of the letters separately. And if I set the angle to 90 degrees, well, actually it doesn't matter now because everything is, you know, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is going to change the colors. So I'm going to go set the last one to a white color. So you select the stop, double click on the fill, and choose a color of your choice. Excuse me, that's going to be white. And we're going to select this one, and we're going to choose a light grayish color, so probably something like that. And then set this to 90 again, and click on OK. Now as you can see, it's applied on the entire thing, but we don't want it to do that. So I'm going to select, right click, and choose ungroup, and then I'm going to go ahead and just select the outer one and hit delete. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but you can see the difference. So I'm going to go do that for all the layers. Just select all the outer layers and hit delete, and it's good. Now we can select all the inner layers, the bottom layers, the fat or thicker layers, and I'm going to select the same effect right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to -90 this time, and that's going to reverse the effect, right? And then click on, just click away, and as you can see, we have this beautiful looking gradient shift, color difference kind of a thing. Looks so. Now we can go ahead and actually, I'm going to select, oops, sorry, let's select all of these layers, the inner ones, and I'm going to go ahead and probably set this to a little darker color. So select this one, select this top, and maybe a little darker color. I don't want to be too dark, a little bit dark. Let's see somewhere around here. Click on OK, and then set this to 90. Click OK, and that's looking good. Then let's do that for the bottom ones. Oh, it's already selected, and just oh, damn it. Let's Control Z that. Select this, then press I. You can select the eyedropper tool, just click on the gradient. It automatically gets the gradient. Set this to -90 and click away, and that should look much better. This looks way better, much better now. Alright, so now let's make it look more cool. So I'm going to select the outside layer. I'm going to go to object, I'm going to choose path, and I'm going to choose offset path again. This time I'm going to go set this to 20 on the plus, or maybe even 30. Again, it depends on the kind of font you're choosing. right? Maybe I'm gonna set with 25 now, and then I'll click on OK. And then I'm gonna go come here to the Pathfinder tool and just click on this button which says Unite, and that creates the entire thing into one single shape. And I'm gonna click on this color and I'm gonna set this to a pure black. Click OK, and I'm gonna go select it, right click and choose Arrange and choose Send to Back. As you can see, this is how it looks like. It looks really good. It looks so cool and insane. Only thing we can do is we can finish it off by making it more better by selecting the path. So we're gonna go right click and choose Ungroup, and then with all these layers selected, I'm gonna press P on my keyboard and the minus button, which is gonna get me the pen tool and the minus key. And I can just go ahead and just start clicking on all these points, and you know, that's gonna get rid of the entire thing. But that's gonna take time. So the other alternative is to put this thing back on, get the rectangle tool or get the pen tool itself, and just start making you know, all the you know, covering up all those edges that you don't want. So let's see, let's come over here. All right, and we can come right over here and just let's grab a nice curve so it kind of matches the whole thing, right? And then just click on this, and you can come over here and hold down Shift to get a straight line, which I'm going out of the box. And click on this, oops, Control 0 to center, and then we can go press Control, so we can right click and choose Arrange and choose Send to Back, and then we have something that looks like this. So everything is beautifully covered up, and we can actually go ahead and move this. So if you want to move any points, you want to select and choose press A on the keyboard, or you can come over and choose the direct selection tool. Just select the point, whatever point you want, and you just want to move it up however you want it to, and that should look really good. We can actually go ahead and select this one. We can add a point in the center, like in the dead center, yeah, and then we can just select the point and we can bring it down like so. We can click on here, which is going to convert it into a smooth anchor point, so we get the nice curve as you can see right over there. Let's go ahead and just increase this. Yeah, that looks way better now. And then we can select both the black ones, and then we can click on this and choose Unite, and that's going to create as a single black object. Looking good. Now another thing you want to do is, I mean, that's completely up to you, but it's obviously an addition. So we can go and select the rectangle tool. Let's just create a small rectangle, not too big, right? I think something like this should suffice. And as you can see, we want it to be right in the center, so it's going to be in the center. And then you can select these anchor points. So press A on your keyboard, and you can select this, hold down Shift and move the arrow keys. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same thing over here, hold down Shift and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 6, 7, and the same on the other side, 6, 7 equal distances. Select both of these, come on over here and just select this to Unite, and now that's going to make everything disappear. But the only reason is that we want to send it to back, so we right click and choose Arrange, Send to Back, and boom, there we go, there we have it. So now once we have this text, let's go and click on this, go to Object, Path, Offset Path, and let's do a 25 offset again. Maybe this time let's set it to 30, and then click on OK. And this time I want to change it to a different color, so let's just go get a dashing red, cool looking color, so probably something like that. And wow, don't you guys like the look of it? It looks crazy. Maybe we can go make it a little more darker color, so let's just try that and see how it looks. Wow, this looks cool. Now we can go ahead and add in our own text over here, so I'm just going to go type in eSports, I don't know, team, not quite sure. We can use the same font. Let's go and set this to any color actually. Then let's go and click on the gradient tool. Let's add in a gradient for this. Oh, we have to go and edit it. So let's go and choose expand. And now we're talking. Click on this, and let's choose a nice red, gradient. So with that set to 90 of the angle, let's select the white one. We want to choose a, okay, let's select this and double click on this. let's choose a nice light red. So I would say probably something like this. And then for dark one, we can choose probably a dark one. So this to 90. Yeah, I would say we will go make this a little bit more darker. So click on OK, and we have ourselves a cool text. Let's just bring this down, shrink it up, so it kind of sits right in the center. Alright, let's just bring it down. You can go ahead and add any effects if you want. So let me just do that real quick. I'm going to go to Effect. I'm going to go to Warp. Not actually Warp. I'm going to go and choose the Transform, Free Distort. And we'll just slowly inside, not too much. Click on OK. And yeah, there we go. That's looking way better. And there we go. Now if you want to export it, all you got to do is make sure that you don't have the background layer selected. So you can hide the background layer. You can go press Ctrl Alt Shift S, and that's going to give us the Save for Web format. You want to choose PNG, JPG, whatever format you want. Just click on Save, and you are good to go. So that is pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. If you have any questions or requests, feel free to mention them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.